How's it going? How's it going? I hope everybody is having a great day. Hopefully the audio in this video is way better because I've been really crappy with the audio lately, and I really hope it's fixed in this one. If not, I'm gonna just have to try to fix it on the next one. But yeah, today we watching the most terrifying Uber rides ever caught on camera. I already don't really mess with Ubers like that unless I absolutely have to. They're like an emergency type thing, because that's just how much of
anything in terms of their behavior. Are they going to be abusive or rowdy in his backseat? It takes a few moments for them to settle down, but eventually the three of them start going. This driver wasn't messing around though. The couple tell him to shut up in his car and he kicks them out in response.
In the car, baby. Hey, you want?
try to get that as a thumbnail.
With me,
Thing about this is, you're not entitled to a ride. Uber would have refunded their money. They push back though, which sets off the man, who pulls out a weapon. This sends them running, but not without making their own move. They scatter out each of the doors, taking a swipe at the driver on the way out.
Look at that. Baby, don't touch him. Hey! Don't touch him! Hey! You're on camera! You're on camera! You're on camera! Yeah, you guys are both on camera! You're on camera! Get your shit, get out! Get your shit, get out! Right now! That'd be crazy! You're acting
A little aggressive. At this point, it already feels a bit like an uncomfortable situation. The man's acting a bit off and the driver probably wasn't having much fun himself. Suddenly, the man in the back perks up when they're approaching the destination. He looks much more alive than he had before. Suddenly, he has the man stop the car and puts a knife against the driver's neck. The driver is quick enough to get himself away, pushing the knife and getting himself out of the car.
That's freaking wild.
The assailants aren't fast enough to catch up, but manage to steal the debit terminal and some of the driver's personal assets. Given what was at stake, however, he made it off with just a few cuts. This was probably the best this situation could have gone. Uber driver saves young woman.
And honestly, I could not just give up my comfortability. I mean, I don't know. I'd rather go on Fear Factor and eat bugs than do that shit, because it's like, you don't know. And you're not just looking at every person behind you. I mean, you could do that, but then what if they say, you know, they need to be at a certain place at a certain time, whatever.
This video was recorded by the Uber driver's dashboard camera. In the video, he pulls over to pick up his passenger. When the back door opens, a commotion can be heard coming from outside the vehicle.
Can you close it? What is your problem? Oh my God,
Hey, back off, man! Back off!
It sounds like a woman telling a man to stop, but he keeps harassing her. The Uber driver tries to shout at the guy, but he won't stop harassing the girl. The driver gets out of his seat and can be heard yelling at the man.
the door! I'm gonna snap out! Oh my God!
Back up right now!
Alright, just want to ask what's going on.
Back off!
I'm backing up.
He helps the girl get in the car. She's sobbing uncontrollably.
Yeah, I just really need to leave and I'll be fine.
Alright.
He drives away and begins to take her to her destination. It's lucky for the woman that the Uber driver was there, because the man seemed to be very aggressive.
Do you need
I just
law
really need,
enforcement
Turn
or
right, then make a U-turn on Snyder
I'll be
Avenue.
fine. I just really need to
get the hell out of here? Okay. Alright.
Couple experiences nightmare Uber ride. A couple from Virginia began live streaming their Uber ride on Facebook after the driver started driving incredibly recklessly.
Kept going. That was the scariest moment of my life.
The couple states that another car hit their Uber driver's vehicle and sped away. Their Uber driver became very angry and chased after the car, ignoring the couple's cries to stop and let them out.
Hey, bruh.
Bro, I can't let this guy go.
Oh my God. Hey, yo.
You got me messed up, bro. Ain't no way you're putting my life in your hands like that. Bro, nah. I would have to choke the dude out or something. Ain't no way you taking me with you like that. Nope. Nope.
Oh my God.
We gotta stop it because I got 4 kids.
The Uber driver sped through multiple red lights as it tried to catch up to the other vehicle. Eventually, the inevitable happened and the Uber driver, along with a couple inside, were hit by another car after the driver went through another red light.
Oh! Ow! Oh my God, shorty!
What's happening? Somebody just hit us.
Luckily, the couple didn't sustain any serious injuries, but they did state that it was extremely traumatizing for both of them.
I would have sued his ass or something.
Creepy Uber driver scares passenger.
Insane or something.
A young woman took a video during her Uber ride to record what her Uber driver was saying to her.
No, you stay in my car.
No, I didn't stay in your car.
The video opens up with him saying, "No, no, no, you will stay in my car." The woman looks extremely uncomfortable. She responds by saying, "No, I want to go home." The driver asks her why.
Why?
Because I don't want to stay in your car.
No, because you don't want to go back to sleep. You don't want to go back to home then.
That's great.
He then tells her that she'll stay with him until he finishes work.
Not even making sense.
You will work with me until 5.
The video ends, but fortunately, the girl was back home safely.
Go home.
No, you will work with me until 5.
No, I go home.
Dude is weird.
Teenage girls try to carjack Uber driver. This video was taken by a passerby who witnessed the entire event. Two teenage girls, only 15 and 13 years old, tried to carjack an Uber driver's car. The two girls got into the vehicle while the driver was standing outside the car. The driver tries to get back in and get back control of the vehicle. The girls drive off while the Uber driver is still hanging on to it.
She's still in their car. He's still in the car. Yeah, we called the cop. Call the cop.
They drive away pretty recklessly, which makes sense because they
This crap, and they killed him. Bro, that was unbelievable. Like, this was on the news and everything. They killed that poor man trying to.
legally aren't even allowed to drive yet, and the driver is just hanging on for dear life.
These girls stole the car. Hey, they stole the car. They stole the car.
Late night Uber attack. The last thing you want to deal with when driving for Uber or Lyft is a rowdy customer. There aren't that many ways to protect yourself when you're behind the wheel. From other cars, sure, you can do your best, but what about from your own back seat? This driver learned the hard way that not every night is going to go smoothly. In the bustling city of Phoenix, amidst the scorching heat and bustling traffic, an Uber driver finds himself embarking on a journey filled with twists and turns. He tirelessly navigates through the maze of streets, going back and forth in an attempt to locate his elusive next customer. The perplexing situation unfolds as the passenger seems to be in different locations, forcing the driver to decipher a series of repetitive, direct instructions on where and how to find him. It takes a few minutes. Maybe the directions weren't all that good, or maybe the driver was further than he thought. Either way, when he finally gets to where he needs to be, that's when everything goes really south.
Yeah, so how'd you way down there next to the freeway, man?
No, I saw it.
It's right here.
You just don't know how to get there, that's all it is, man.
It's literally right
it's
here.
that simple. It shows me here and you got lost, that's all it is.
I didn't get lost at all.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't.
It's fine.
Okay.
When he finally gets into the back of the car, the two men begin to argue nearly immediately. Back and forth, they try and decide who's right and who's wrong. Suddenly, the man snaps, grabbing and punching at the driver violently.
Okay. Get out.
But guess what? You can drive me home though, right?
No, I can't.
Why?
Not doing it now because you're being a dick.
Come on, I'm not being a dick, bro.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not, though.
Yes, you are.
No,
You're
I'm
being a
not.
dick. Yes, you are.
You really want to drive me home, bro?
No, I won't.
Wow, dude. All right.
Yeah.
Fix that shit, asshole.
Bye-bye.
Keep that shit, Brett.
Kidding me?
Keep that shit, Bridge.
Okay. I got you on dash cam, dude.
That guy.
I got you on dash cam, dude.
No, man.
He catches the whole altercation on dashcam, thankfully. Though the man might have gotten away, we can see just how dangerous driving for work this late can be. Taxi pulls over for ghost. In this video, a taxi driver pulls over to pick up a woman on the side of the road. She's dressed all in white. However, when the taxi driver pulls over and opens the door for her, she's not there. The driver gets out of the car to look for her, but she's seemingly vanished into thin air. This incident happened in Japan shortly after a devastating tsunami. people have speculated that it was the ghost of a woman killed in the disaster. Ghost gets into cab. In this video, taken from a CCTV camera, people can be seen hailing taxi cabs. One man hails a cab, but when the cab pulls up and the man starts to walk towards the car, a shadow appears behind him. The shadow follows the man as he gets into the cab and disappears into the cab with him. The shadow hadn't been there in the beginning of the video when the man first approached the curb to hail the cab.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Ghost in the back of taxi. In this video, a taxi driver is driving at night. The camera has a full view of the empty back seat. Shadows pass through the car as the car passes under the street lamps. However, one shadow forms and stays. It looks exactly like a person in shadow form. It lingers for a few seconds in the back of the car and then disappears. The driver didn't seem to notice. Cab driver runs over woman. In this video, a camera is recording what's in front of the car and another camera records the inside of the car. The driver of the cab is driving his car early in the morning. In front of him, it looks like something is on the road ahead of him. It's a woman laying face down in the middle of the road. However, it doesn't really look like a person. The driver, unaware, runs the woman over. It must have been a big bump though, because he seemed shocked after the fact, possibly realizing he hit